welcome movie lovers, Critical Blindside here. Today we're going to be reviewing a movie that goes by the name of Blue Ruin, and why you should definitely be checking this movie out, and why it's worth your time.
I apologize for the mystery. I don't mean to scare you. You're not in any trouble. I just thought you should be somewhere safe when you found out. With somebody. He's going to be released. I don't know how much they are missed. It's an awful thing he did to them.
Blue Ruin is a movie starring some people you've never heard of, also directed by some guy you've never heard of, and it essentially follows a man who's on a quest for vengeance after his parents were murdered. Given that information, this is in fact not a superhero movie. A little bit about the director first. His actual real name is Jeremy Saulnier, and because I know how to use IMDb, I can also see that he's directed a movie called Murder Party, and has also directed a few shorts, and has been the lead cinematographer on a number of award-winning films. And this really shows through in Blue Ruin. Everything is lensed very well, the framing of every shot is very nice. Also, he knows the exact amount of time to really ratchet up the tension, and then have a scene or two, or whatever it may be, of explosive violence, almost kind of Drive style. If you've seen Drive, you know what I'm talking about. You can definitely tell that this man is a cinematographer, and that he's biased towards how everything looks through a lens. Everything is lit very well. The shots just look very, very nice. It's one of the first things that you're drawn to. The opening scene is of a homeless guy who has a ratty beard and old dirty clothes, and he has a nasty old Bonneville. But you're compelled to just look at everything. This is how good the cinematography is, and it's not show-offy like a few other movies can be, where it's like, oh, look at me, I'm Stanley Kubrick, I can frame everything symmetrically. It's not done in a show-offy kind of way. It's enough to just show the audience that this guy knows what he's doing. So I'll definitely be looking forward to more from this director, and hopefully he keeps directing, because going from a cinematography to director can be kind of a battle, but it looks like I definitely want to see Murder Party after I saw the incredible trailer from it, but Blue Ruin definitely has me hooked into this director, and I want to see more from him, especially if he pumps out more stuff like this. So again, on IMDb, I can tell that the person playing the protagonist, whose name is Dwight, his actual real name is Macon Blair, and he does a fantastic job portraying this character.
So, why now? Wade Cleveland gets released?
Well, I thought there'd be something on the news, but there's nothing. I killed him. Wade Cleveland, I killed him.
Bullshit. When?
I think yesterday.
Dwight.
I thought he'd kill me first.
Glad he did. And I'm glad he's dead. And I hope he suffered.
Excuse me. You got ketchup on yours? I don't.
The opening scene, you kind of see that he is a vagrant, has ratty clothes, he has an overgrown beard, and you can just kind of tell that he's either probably homeless or something close to it. It's not ever explained why he's homeless at this point in time. We're just left to see that he is kind of a drifter or something of that nature. And the director, I think, wanted to portray this person as he definitely wanted to portray him as homeless, but not as a crazy person or anything like that. So it really, as an audience member, you're wondering, why is this person homeless? He collects trash and then he gains money, and he saves the money in a tin, and he doesn't bother anybody, he's not begging, he seems to have his wits about him. And like I said, as an audience member, you start to kind of question, well, why is he homeless? So this becomes a crucial plot point towards the middle of the movie as to why he is homeless, and really is the anchor point for his entire character and where his arc as a character starts. So this subtle little hint that is not described to us, it's not beat over our head, it's not fed to us on a silver platter, it's just left to interpretation as an audience member, and this is why this movie works. Also, the acting by Macon Blair is just completely believable. The opening scenes, he's shown kind of doing his daily routine, and he's taking a bath. And at this point, you don't know that he's homeless, so you just think he's a guy that has a long beard. But he hears a noise, and you very vaguely hear a noise, and he gets startled, and he turns off the water. So you're kind of wondering what's going on at this point, and then he hears a noise again, and he jumps out of the bathtub, out of the window, completely butt naked, and you're wondering what's going on at this point, and then you realize that he's homeless. This also hinges another plot point in the middle of the film, and it's just these little things that you don't know if they're important or not in the film end up becoming important. Every single shot in this movie either progresses a character or progresses the actual storyline, kind of like a real movie does, and I'm just so not used to this in a revenge type action plot. And these awesome little plot points and little key features of the movie that you appreciate, if it's not pulled off in a believable way by the acting, then the movie completely loses credibility, and you start to not like the film. And Macon Blair and Amy Hargreaves just do an excellent job in this movie, and you really, really sell the idea that this kind of homeless, scaredy cat pussy is completely changing into almost an assassin type character. And you wouldn't believe it if it wasn't a completely believable experience in the acting. And the next major thing that drew me into the movie and really created the atmosphere around it, and this might be a consequence of it being a smaller budgeted film, or it might be a consequence of it just being an independent kind of smaller film, but was the amount of practical effects and how convincing those practical effects were. The killing scenes and the murder scenes in this movie are some of the most real effects I have ever seen in a movie. It's to the point where you almost wonder if these people are really getting murdered, and obviously they aren't. But and I'll show you in just a second here the murder scene that Dwight does on Wade in the bar is just, it makes your heart skip a beat. It is absolutely believable. It definitely creates this atmosphere that this movie is brutal, and this movie will not cut away. It's going to, and it doesn't glamorize it. It doesn't try to make it into something cool or anything like that. It's a kick to the gut. It's exactly what it should be whenever, a murder happens or something like that. So, and it rides a fine line between glamorizing and cutting away or just not showing it at all. but it does it beautifully and it does it perfectly. So, without further ado, here is every single gore scene in this movie. If you've just eaten, I apologize, but I cannot not show this. I have to show this to you people because it is absolutely amazing, and really, movies need to be doing things like this. We need to get away from the digital blood splatter. We need to get away. I mean, the body is not filled with a pressurized red mist. Whenever you cut the body open or shoot the body, mist does not happen. And every time I see one of these action movies, like The Expendables or whatever it may be, all I see is red mist, digital blood splatters, and it completely takes you out of the movie. So, anyways, without further ado, every single gore scene in Blue Ruin. Enjoy.
You mother!
I just, yeah.
I had an accident on my leg.
You're gonna die like your whore father did. Shot in the fucking face. How about first we open up that belly? You wanna see your guts steam? Must have something in there since you took Wade from us. And for that, your sister...
Wait.
Okay, we're gonna have to see that again.
Shot in the fucking face.
And this last scene is a major, major spoiler, so skip ahead a few seconds if you don't want to know the ending. Seriously, why are you not skipping? Serious, major spoiler. Just warning you. Here it is.
I just need my sister to be left out of this.
That's why we're going to Pittsburgh! You dumb son of a bitch! What the fuck are you? It's him!
I'm sorry.
We're gonna fucking kill you! Go blow his head off! Kill him, William!
I don't want to.
Your whole family will die.
Stop! I don't know much about guns, but I'm pretty sure I've got more bullets than you.
Don't kill him.
If he dies tonight, your father killed him. Killed everybody here. I think you did your job, William. But I still gotta finish up. Quickly, I think.
And really, there's one more scene of gore, but I'm not going to spoil the movie for you. It is kind of spoiled already, but the last scene is epic, and it means a lot for Dwight's character arc, so I'm not going to completely ruin that for you. You'll just have to see the end yourself and see what happens. But the last 5 seconds of this movie is, I'll just say, it's electric. And I feel like I've already ruined it enough for you, but I really don't want to spoil that last 5 seconds. The last great thing worth mentioning about this movie is the amazing score composed by Brooke Blair and Will Blair. They have both composed the score for Murder Party, that was Jeremy Saulnier's previous film, and in this film, the score helps to create this kind of dreamlike, kind of melancholy that is a theme throughout the entire movie. It's low tone, it's not riveting or exciting, it's just kind of, it's almost riding the line between ambient noise and score, and I love that in a movie where you can't really tell if it's just kind of creepy low-tone music to ratchet up the tension or if it's part of the score, and it just juxtaposes those things perfectly to create this looming atmosphere of dread or tension. And really these two just make all these scenes tie in together perfectly with the score, and they know when to not use music at all. There are a couple scenes that I took note that had no kind of music whatsoever, and it's just the real sounds of what's going on, and it immerses you even more. I love that about this movie, is that it doesn't try to show off at all. There's no shots in this movie that are, hey, look at me, I'm the director, this is my style. There's nothing like that, and that is carried over into the music. They're not trying to show off, they're not trying to cram beauty or whatever down your throat. It's just that the score is just there to service the movie, and I think that's awesome, and really more movies should take note of it. So I will end this by letting you listen to a little bit of the score, and really in conclusion, I would just really wholeheartedly recommend this movie. Definitely watch it, definitely worth your time. I don't know, I can't find it on Netflix or Redbox or any of these major outlets, but if you get a chance to watch it, or if you get a chance to buy it, or if it's on sale or anything like that, definitely pick it up. And stay tuned for more reviews on pretty much anything, video games, movies, whatever. Like it, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell everybody. Shit, I completely forgot to do that headshot in slow motion.
Boom! Headshot!